Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday, the 25th of September. So, what have we got in store for today? Fundamentally, with the risk factors coming out today, well, we've already seen the UK public sector net borrowing, which was 35.2 billion instead of 40 billion, so slightly better than expected there, or less, slightly. Anyway, it was a positive surprise. And then this afternoon we got core durable goods in the US. Now that's typically it's always a very bitty bit of data because we're looking at the core durable goods. And even with taking airlines etc. out, it can still be quite variable, but that's at 1:30. So that's all we got for today. So we're left to technicals. So let's get on and look at those. Looking at the euro then. Yesterday, sorry, I just got ahead of myself here. We put that little doji in now. We're going to see a little bit more of a reversal coming through here. Well, it looks like it put a bullish pivot swing in there on the 4 hours. Didn't trigger that straight away. Sometimes it's a bit delayed. I'd prefer it to be like this one here, where it's gone straight away and sold off. I'd rather it sort of keep the momentum, but it's lost a bit of momentum there. It's for those that follow Ichimoku clouds on the hourly, it's just running into a bit of resistance here, but we'll see how it runs. It's looking like it's finding some support this morning on that pivot there. 1700 is always going to be a key number within the sort of just key round number. It was previously and it will become today. Just watch out for that sort of 1700 area. But aside of that, well, that pivot looks a draw at the moment at least. We'll see. The momentum is starting to get a little bit more positive there. Technically, side of this, well, it's not really giving me any higher low. Well, it may be just about to give a higher low. In fact, it may have just given a little higher low here. Up until this point, it's pretty much on this hourly basis gone through smoothly, just on a retrace, and up to that point, well, it is just that, a bit of a retrace. And it may just become a more significant lower high. We'll see. But for now, we're in the shorter time frame here. As I say, it looks like it's just pitching up to give us a little higher low. So that's the euro. Looking a little bit more bullish at the moment for sure than it was yesterday. The pound. Let's look from a daily perspective for that too. Doji spinning top or spinning top, spinning bottom, whatever you want to call it. Is actually a spinning top, we call them. But anyway, reversal sort of signal, positive yesterday as well. But when you come down the time frames, it's struggling. It may now start breaking up a little bit more. It's looking a little bit better here this morning, but it's such an ugly chart with those spiky price action yesterday. But it's just about to confirm a higher low in here, and we may see further upside. It's certainly looking a bit more positive than it has been. So slow, sluggish, certainly both of those, but the pound was yesterday actually pushing up when the euro was still pushing down. It was just that little bit stronger. Did sell off, got a bit overbought about midday, did sell off, but didn't do too much with that. But anyway, so the pound at the moment also looking like it wants to turn the corner. I'll just stepping back, just looking at the order book of the euro dollar here, if I can get the pen working, and just things here. We have got some net buy orders sitting a little bit higher there, but it's nothing massive. We've got the usual support sort of situation below, with the buy orders sitting below and the sell orders as ever were sitting above. And at the moment we're at the equilibrium sort of between those maybe, but there are patches of buy orders up there which if we get a move, we could see that pushing up. Sorry, just stepping back on that euro there, the order book. But I just wanted to see if it had something to draw it more. The yen certainly is this morning. Let's go back a step though and look at the daily picture here. Just ran in yesterday into that daily 21. Just pitched through it fractionally this morning, but it's at the moment certainly looking, as I sort of recalled this, it's certainly looking okay. There's some minor divergence over the highs there, and it's just rolling down. Yeah, there's more significant divergence. You see it on the 6-minute actually here, just rolling over. So put that in, not so much RSI wise, but certainly a bit of MACD divergence. Anyway, rolling down, broken the trend. It's maybe it's got a bit more in the tank here, but already hit the daily pivot S1. Quite a tight old range yesterday. Don't really trust it too much in terms of trading, even against it in any of the pairs at the moment. Aussie dollar. Well, Aussie dollar didn't manage a positive day, and it's almost a hammer. It's a bit yesterday, and these they certainly took the heat yesterday. These commodity currencies, it did get a bit of a reversal bar in there at the same time as euro did, really, and then it's really consolidated. But well, it's just managed a higher low amongst all of that. So we'll see how it goes. I just get a feeling that we could be in a bit of a stodgy old day today, but see how things ride out. Canadian dollar. So Canadian dollar yesterday put in a bit of a reversal bar. So I mean, the Aussies one of the few that didn't put in a clear reversal bar there. But anyway, spinning top at the top there. And well, it's probably on the hourly looking into bear flag territory here, but yeah, not even a very clear one. So a bit messy. Maybe if it breaks these lows here, it could be on for a bit more strength into that S1, but at the moment, well, softish again, and just pushing up to the dollar, catching the bid a little more against the Canadian dollar at least. There's nothing sort of immediate that strikes me amongst those currencies, and it may be one of those days where you just have to wait a little bit longer for the patterns to sort of show up. Often is at this time. I find it my best trades are often well after 8 o'clock, although we did have an early one this week. On Monday, I think it was, I picked up early, and maybe on Wednesday we got in quite early, but there we are. Anyway, oil's been drifting its way back up here. I'm not going to go down up the time frames here. Still a messy old week we've been through here, quite range bound. This sort of 40 to 70 area really holding the top there, and to the lows really 39.10. Still amazingly low in terms of the value and the cost bases that go behind producing oil, but just shows you how much is sloshing around out there. Looking at the S&Ps. So look at this from a daily point of view first, finding some support, just air kissing that daily 100. Now it's almost, I'm just looking at the price action here, and well, if you was to measure here and start popping on there, well, it's almost looks like it's a one-to-one. It's just short, I think, of a bit of a one-to-one movement. So you've done this ABC retracement here, bit better correction here. Whether it can actually do anything from here, we'll see, but it's not unlike some of the other markets. It's not looking at the moment like it's putting a high low in at the moment. It's still, to me, you could be drawing across the lows here and probably looking, well, okay, it hasn't touched its daily pivot yet. It'd be interesting to see if it catches a bounce off that. If it does, well, then it could go up and put the higher lows in. But this looks soft to me, however I look at it. I'm just going to look at the FTSE. I don't look at this very often, and this is a delayed 15-minute delay on this, but I just want to have a look at what the pattern is on an hourly if I can. There we go. Well, that's looking really quite bearish, isn't it? And it's just put it's confirmed a lower high in the short term here. Looking a bit bitty. Okay, it may come and back, give us a bounce off the double bottom there, but it does look rather bearish, and as I say, it's about 15 minutes behind. It's a delayed 15 on this chart, but I just wanted to look what's happening. So that really may be summing things up there. So in summary then, the forex market's not looking particularly obvious at the moment. I'll just have a look at the European markets. Most of them are now down. Actually, FTSE's down 7 points on the open. The CAC down 23 points, the Dow's down 42 pips, points. So we're quite, these markets are selling off at the moment, and as I say, the S&Ps may be no different there. As we run through the morning, it does still look like it's in a bearish mode, certainly from this 4-hour picture. I wish you a great day and a great weekend. I'll be back Monday. Bye for now.